Hey guys, it's Kat and I'm here to do another reaction video. We have not done that or that intro in quite some time, but I'm so glad to have another one of these videos on my channel. Now, before I get into this video, I wanted to say thank you. I'm almost close to 200,000 subscribers and I'm so thankful to those of you guys who are brand new. We've been trying out a lot of new stuff on this channel and I think it's been paying off. So I'm gonna keep trying to throw you guys curveballs with content. But anyway, we're gonna be throwing myself a curveball in this video because TikTok is certainly a thing that the kids are doing these days. I'll be honest, I am very confused by TikTok. TikTok is the first thing that's actually made me feel kind of old. I'm usually kind of young and hip with the kids, but TikTok's one of those things where I open it and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm gonna try to get it because I want to be hip and new and fresh with the kids, but I don't get it. And I recently discovered that apparently a lot of people are racist on TikTok. And because I'm so out of the loop, I haven't seen most of these racist TikToks that everybody's talking about. So I thought that I would take this opportunity to drink some wine and to watch some racist TikToks and talk about racism, because from the few that I've seen, I'm mostly just kind of disappointed that they're not creative. To me, it's like, if you're gonna be racist, at least be unique about it. At least make me laugh a little. Like, just some of the stuff I've seen is just like so uncreative. Oh, slavery joke? Oh, whoa, you got me. Oh, monkey joke? Whoa, never heard that before. Oh, the N-word? Iconic, never been done before. Nobody ever says that anymore. I just think that it's so uncreative, and that's just what I'm stuck the most by, is the fact that it's not creative. Also, something I think about is, not to sound like a boomer or whatever, but when I was growing up, we were taught to be careful about what we put on the internet because it might impact our lives forever. Now, I didn't listen to my parents and I started a YouTube channel at 15 years old and now I'm a full-time YouTuber, but that was a fluke. That was a fluke. You're probably not gonna become a full-time TikToker with racist TikToks. I'm just saying. Anyways, let's watch some of these TikToks together. I managed to find a News One article that compiled a bunch of these racist TikToks. So I'm just gonna be scrolling down and going through them and giving you guys my reactions. So yeah, this particular article is about, I guess, this Asian girl who did a racist TikTok and her dad made her apologize. That's a good father. That is a good father.
You're so hot. Oh my God. Bum bum.
I don't know what this means. I guess I see how it's racist, but I don't get it. The free fist compromise. So clearly she's read. She's read a book. I don't get it. Okay, so it starts with her saying, "Here's how to get away from the cops." Oh, because Black people will click on the TikTok because they want advice for how to get away from the cops. 3/5 compromise is the idea that a Black man is worth 3/5 of a full human. So I get that part, but I'm deciphering this code. I don't get it. And I'm vaguely aware that How's My Form is like a hip hop. Is it a hip hop thing? I think it's a hip hop thing. Wow, I sound old. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I think it's a hip hop thing. It's like one of the challenges I think they do. I went to art school and this is kind of like the shock art that was in the main gallery. I went to Cal Arts, if you're familiar. I'll never forget someone one day just like spilled a trash can over and like for a full week, people thought it was like an art exhibit and no one touched it. It was a thing. So what is this apology? I want to watch this apology because I don't understand what's going on.
Recently, there's a video that my daughter made towards racism, and I do not condone racism in my house, nor that I raise her to. I would like her to speak out to you guys and let her know.
Oh, she doesn't seem happy to be making this apology.
I genuinely didn't think that this video would blow up like that, and I didn't mean for it to come off as racist, even though considering the context of it, now sis,
here's the thing. For me, when it comes to racism, there's definitely like some people who are ignorant and like don't know, but you know enough about racism to cite the 3/5 compromise. Like, you knew what you were doing. You know what you were posting. Like this whole, I don't really know, I didn't understand. No, you know, and you're being deliberate. Because there was effort put into that. You know, there was effort put into making this video. And it's weird to think, oh, I just didn't know. I wasn't aware. I thought no one was watching. Well, the problem isn't that, I mean, I guess the problem for you is that everyone's watching, but the problem really is that you decided to make this video in general. It's interesting to me that some people feel so bold about their racism that they post it on the internet thinking no one's gonna say anything, that there's gonna be no repercussions, you know? And I think the interesting thing that I think about in a lot of situations like this is I don't even know if she's really sorry. I don't even know if she's really sorry. I think that truly understanding why what you said was wrong is gonna take a little bit more than social media shame. So that was her. That's the most recent one that I've heard of. Let's move on to this another one.
Niggers.
First we have
Black. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty black.
yeah. Next we have don't have a
Don't
dad.
have a dad? Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have eat watermelon and fried chicken.
Fried chicken,
Yeah.
watermelon? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's yeah.
Next one is make good choices. Let's see. Oh,
There's nothing there. Next we have rob people.
specifically whites. Yeah, they do that.
Last one is
Go to jail?
Wow, that was so edgy. That was so offensive. I'm deeply offended by the thing I just saw. I'm so offended. That was just fucking stupid. That was just fucking stupid. This is probably gonna sound really mean. This is probably gonna sound really mean, but I always think it's interesting that there are certain racist white people, because hashtag not all white people. There are certain racist white people who, well, I like when they make the joke about Black people not having fathers, because my father's been part of my life for my entire life. We might not get along 100%, but my dad's always been in my life and he's always been married to my mother. And I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I don't know a single white person whose parents aren't divorced. So I don't really get it. I don't really get it. I don't understand that particular bias, but whatever, projection. So I think I heard about this video. This girl did get called out pretty bad, and she apparently lost her bid at the school she wanted to go to. And her whole thing was, my boyfriend made me racist. My boyfriend made me racist. And you know, the interesting thing about this is, you know, a lot of white women will do this thing where they stand in silence of the racism from their partners. Like, I've had certain friends where their boyfriend is a racist, right? And he says these things. And when I find out, I'm like, well, how could you keep dating someone like that? Why are you still with someone like that? And, you know, they come up with every excuse in the book. But to me, when you're still dating a racist, right? Indirectly, you are approving of his actions. I don't buy that this guy just made you racist. I don't buy that you usually aren't racist and you usually aren't, you know, a piece of shit, but this guy just made you a piece of shit. No, you were always a piece of shit, and now you just are with someone who also feels the way that you do. For me, I would not ever let a man have access to my body who I knew hated the people that I cared about. I would never do that. I would never want to do that. So I don't understand why I've met so many white women who seemingly have this like issue breaking up with their racist partners. Dump him. Because at most what that tells me is that their racism isn't offensive enough for you to want to, you know, cut off access to your body, which to me says a lot about you. But anyway, I know that she tried to make an apology and she said blacks in the apology. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. And the thing about this is, I think this was definitely another one of those situations, much like the first one where she posted it on TikTok for some reason and said, well, I didn't think it would get viral. I didn't think everybody would see it, as though that's the issue. When I watch stuff like this, I'm just waiting for someone to say something original. I'm willing to bet the next few, a lot of these reference slavery. That's what offends me more, the fact that you're not creative enough to come up with something else. That's more offensive to me than the slavery joke.
Right, this is for the black thing that started on me earlier, so if you're not her, keep scrolling. Now I feel like this needs to be said, because you've said what you want to say to me, so I'm going to say it to you now, it's your turn. You've got some cheek talking about me when you're wearing clothes like this. You look like you're wearing your father's jeans. That's if you have a father, because he's probably still at the shop getting milk. The state of your hair, serious. Sort it out. You look like you've been dragged through a bush backwards, love. And you've got the audacity to say stuff about me and a TikTok that I posted. Saying, oh, you don't know what colour you are. I know what colour I am, and I prefer to be this colour than yours. And at least with my fake tan, that colour washes off, but your colour ain't coming off. So get back to the cotton fields and go make me another t-shirt.
Slavery joke, another slavery joke. It's all just slavery jokes. Like, I'ma really need you to be more creative. I'ma really need you to be more creative. Like again, I don't want to sound like an asshole, and I know that a lot of people go through a lot of bad things with divorce, and there's a lot of trauma and things like that, but most of the white people I know have divorced parents, and this whole your father walked out on you thing. You must be projecting, because here's the thing about a dad. I think a dad who's in your life, especially at this age, would tell you to get the fuck off of TikTok. You're literally ruining your life, you know? If you're gonna be shady, do it offline. You know, if you're gonna be messy, do it offline. You know, don't record a video of yourself being racist and post it on the internet just to piss off some random black girl who you don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense. Okay, there's a pattern. No, and he's picking cotton. Ha ha, get it? It's slavery. That's the joke. The joke is slavery. Do you get it?
You're so hot. Oh my god.
Bum bum. Another slavery joke. Oh my gosh, so funny. Oh, so offensive. Like, black people do this thing called the dozens, right? And it's this thing where, well, not all black people, some of us don't, but it's often this thing where you like insult each other, basically. And the thing that's so funny about those insults is that they're always so like true and like unique and like interesting and funny, you know? This is just a bunch of white people doing slavery jokes. Like, I don't want to workshop your racist humor, but I feel like there are other routes you could go, like things that would make it better and more hurtful, I guess. Okay, so you've got common themes. Dads aren't around, black people are thieves, picking cotton, slavery jokes. That's about all they got, I think. You know what? That's the new challenge of this video, to see if I can click on something that's actually like offensive and like unique. Like, offend me in a unique way is what I'm asking for you. And she's laughing. Ooh, she's laughing. It's just such a fun time for her. She's just having a good time. It's so cute. I feel like, you know, the thing that's so interesting to me about the N-word is it's such a mystical, it's like a mystical, magical word for white people. I don't get it. Why does it tickle your bones so much to say the N-word? I don't understand. I do not understand that. Does it tickle you so much? It's like, cause she literally just started filming herself to say the N-word. And like, and like what's the, like, okay, you said the N-word. It's a fucking word. Wow. Whoa, we got a fucking badass over here, huh?
You're so hot. Oh my god.
Bum bum. Get it? Asian people have slanty eyes. So I guess we're now entering into the anti-Asian part of this list. Why do kids do this? Like, real question for those of you guys who are teenagers watching this. What is the point of this? When people make videos like this, what are they trying to go for? Is this, do you guys laugh at this? Is this funny? Is this what the kids like these days? I don't get it. I mean, we've been I mean, not me, but other people have been telling Asian people have slanty eye jokes since at least 1990. Have the racist tropes for Asian people not evolved yet? Same shit? All right, let's watch the next one.
You're so hot. Oh my god. Bum bum.
Get it? Asian people eat dogs. Wow. Anyway, this is the last one on the list.
You're so hot.
Oh, it's anti-Asian.
Bum bum.
Yep, Asian people eat dogs. Wow, okay. Wow, that's unique. I don't get this shit, guys. I really don't get this shit. You know, here's the thing about these racist TikToks. I understand why people are reacting to them, and I understand why people are upset by them. I think as I get older, I just kind of start thinking about how I spend my energy and what I do, you know? Some of you guys have sort of noticed that I talk a bit less about race on my YouTube channel, and that's not because my positions on race have really changed. They haven't. They really haven't. But I would spend all day long pointing out every single racist thing that happens on the internet. And at the end of the day, I think people post shit like this because they know people are gonna watch it and get upset. It's just like it's easy to insult somebody by saying the N-word or making a slavery joke. It's easy to just post something like this to upset people. It's so easy. And unfortunately, I think one of the sad things about social media that I've seen is that there is so much capital in pissing people off. There's so much capital in just making a video that makes people upset, that goes viral. And there are a lot of people out there who they don't even care if it makes them look bad. I mean, they might if it really gets to like a real big thing. I think some people do separate how they think about their online, you know, self and their in-person self, right? But people just want attention. And one of the easiest ways to get attention if you're a white person on the internet is to be a racist. Unfortunately, that is it's negative attention. It's negative attention, but it's attention nonetheless. And, you know, it's a little, I'm not even frustrated by it. I don't even really know. I understand, again, why people are reacting to this, but I just feel like it's a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy. These are the same silly jokes that people have been making for years. They're just now in a new fun format for the kids, you know? And I'm not gonna take away from anyone calling this shit out, because you should call it out. But I'm just sitting here thinking, this is the least of our issues. This is the least of our issues. You know, one of the things that has also sort of, I guess, drawn me away from talking so much about racism is just recognizing that, you know, these people are racist. They're racist. Yeah, they're racist. And we can try to change them and to get them to feel differently. And oh my gosh, here's an acceptable Black person. This is why you shouldn't be racist. We could have all of these, we know all this stuff to make it like, you know, make them understand why being racist is bad. But they know. They know, and they don't care. Like I said, the first girl we watched was aware enough about racism to understand that the 3/5 compromise was a thing that, you know, divided the worth of a Black person to 3/5 of a person, right? She was educated and aware enough to know that, but the thing is, she doesn't care. And what I think is an unfortunate reality that a lot of people of color need to embrace, and Black people specifically, is that these people are racist. They're just racist. And in a lot of ways, calling this stuff out, you know, I get it is helpful to some people, but I think for more than not, what ends up happening is people just learn not to share their racism in public. They just learn to keep their racism quieter and quieter and quieter and quieter. I don't buy that people are posting things on the internet anymore, especially these kids, and not expecting people to see it. You know, I started doing YouTube when I was 15 years old, and I definitely back then had a bit of an expectation that people wouldn't see my video because that's not the kind of platform YouTube was. That's not the kind of platform YouTube was. YouTube was like Facebook, posting videos on Facebook. You never expect someone to just click on your Facebook page and see a video that you posted to your friends, right? But Facebook, TikTok, all of these platforms are platforms that are known for going viral. They're known for being viral. They're known for being platforms where you post things like this and the world sees it. That's why they exist. That's why they make money, right? So I don't believe that people just posted these things not knowing that it would go viral. I very much believe that a lot of people posted this expecting it to go viral, expecting people to react to it, and expecting for people to have a positive reaction to it, or even have a negative reaction to it. I don't fucking know, but they wanted a reaction, and for some people, there's not a real big difference between the two. So, you know, I'm not really offended by this. You know, it doesn't really bother me per se. But I think it's silly. I think it's just really, really, really silly and not creative. There was not one racist creative thing said throughout this entire video. And I gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed. Anyway, I will talk to you guys next week. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, subscribe and let me know what else you guys want me to react to. I'm taking suggestions right now. I've done a couple of reaction videos that I have not uploaded because I figured you guys probably wouldn't want them. So, you know, let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what you guys want me to, you know, have a reaction to. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.